Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We're gonna study Ismul Mawsul. In the last session, we did Kana and its sisters. So Kana wa akhwatuha and Kana, all the Kana and its sister, they called Afalul Nasikha. They come on a Jumla Ismiya and they cancel the action of Jumla Ismiya. Mubtada becomes Ismu Kana and Khabar becomes Khabru Kana ba ikhwatuha. So Kana is actually Failun Nasikhun. Yadkhulu alal Jumla Ismiya. It enters on Jumla Ismiya. Yansahu zamanaha. It cancels its time. The time of the action of the Jumla Ismiya. Where yusbihu mubtada huwa ismu kana, and the mubtada becomes ismu kana and is marfu. Wa yusbihu al khabaru huwa khabru kana mansubun, and the khabar of the Jumla Ismiya becomes khabru kana, and that is mansub. So this is just the 2-line summary of Kana. And then there are the sisters of Kana, like Sara, Asbaha, Gada, Bata, Amsa, Zalla, Mazala, Madama, Laisa. So they all are the sisters of Kana, and the actions they behave the same way as Kana. And then how to find the Ismu Kana and its the Khabar. So that we did already. Okay, Ismul Mawsul. So this is the example. Faminhum al-muhandisu allazi yabnal biyuta. So faminhum. So among them is the engineer. Muhandis is the engineer. Allazi, the one who yabnal biyuta, who builds the houses. So this is the example. So in this example, Allazi is the Ism Mawsul. Similarly, but Tabibatu and the lady doctor, Allati tu'alijul marda, the one who cures the sick. So here Allati is the Ismul Mawsul. So Allazi comes for masculine, Allati comes for feminine. Wazahabu ilal biladi allati tajri fiha anharu. So they went to the countries, to the lands, those who tajri fiha anharu, in it the rivers flow. So in the lesson you will this is the text from the lesson, that they from the desert land to the land that have the rivers in it. So here Allati is the Ismul Mawsul is the feminine, because al bilad is broken plural. So kullu jama muannas, broken plural, they get the singular feminine. So that is why Allati is used. So in these 3 examples we see Allazi and Allati. The explanation, minhum. So the explanation is on the first example. Minhum al muhandisu allazi yubnil biyut, yabnal biyuta. So is kul now when we said minhum al muhandisu allazi, when we said, if you take this part of the sentence, minhum al muhandisu allazi, hal tafhamu hazihi al jumla, we understand that minhum al muhandisu, so this is al muhandisu is mubtada, minhum is khabar, the engineer is among them. So this is the translation of minhum al muhandisu. But then allazi, do you understand this sentence with allazi? La, no. فَنَحْنُ لَا نَعْرِفُ الَّذِي, because we don't know what is الَّذِي. Maza, what is that? Ma mana الَّذِي, what is the meaning of الَّذِي? Kalimatun tadullun ala al-muhandisu fi hazihil jumla. So allazi is the word that indicates the engineer in this sentence. So in other words, allazi is referring to the engineer, al-muhandisu. Is kulna minhum al-muhandisu allazi yabna al-biyuta, when we said that among them is the engineer, the one who built the houses. Hal tafhamu hazihil jumla, do you understand this sentence? Naam. Fajumla yabnal biyuta qalat lana allazi maza. So this jumla, yabnal biyuta, it is what being said that what allazi he did. So this means that when allazi came, that this is the engineer, among them is the engineer, the one who did what? He built the houses. So this is the action of this is what allazi did. So for jumla yabna al-biyuta qalat lana, it tells us that allazi, what allazi maza, what allazi did. So maza nafhamu min haza, what we understand from this allazi. So this is the summary of what we understand from this, is that allazi is ismun marifatun, is proper noun, yadullu ala shakhsin aw shay'in, it indicates the person. Allazi is the proper noun that indicates a person or a thing. La nafhamu manahu biduni jumlatin ba'dahu, we don't understand its meaning without the sentence that comes after it. So if you remove this sentence, then we don't know the meaning of allazi. So we don't understand if this sentence which is coming after allazi, if we remove this sentence, then we don't know what allazi is. Then we can't know, we don't know the meaning of it, because yarbitu baina hazihil jumlati wal ismu allazi yadullu alayhi, because this acts like as a bridge between the noun that it refers to and the sentence that coming after. So this is actually bridging these two things, the person that is referring to and the action of that person which is coming after. So actually there is a rabat. So is the link. This is linking these two things. Yarbitu baina hazil jumla wal ism, and this ism and the jumla, so allazi is the rabat between these two. And wahaza huwa al ismul mawsul, and this is called ismul mawsul, relative noun. Hal allati ismun mawsulun aidan, is allati ism mawsul aidan? Naam, yes, walakin, but allazi lil mufrid muzakkir, allazi comes for singular masculine, well allati lil mufrid al muannas, well allati comes for feminine singular feminine. If you wanna refer something singular feminine, you use allati, and if you wanna refer something which is singular masculine, we use allazi. Hal ismul mawsulu murabun or mabniun, we know that murab nouns, they change for rafa nasab jar, mabni they don't change. So the question is that allazi and allati is murab or mabni? If is not, if is murab, then we should have different forms of for rafa nasab jar, but these two are mabni, huwa mabniun. So allazi and allati, they are mabni. no, this was for singular. So if we have to use ismul mawsul for a musanna, for dual, so then what is that? Here is an example. Wal baladani, and the two countries, allazani. So now this ism mawsul is referring to the two countries. So that is why now is allazani. Allazi for singular masculine, allazani for dual masculine. Wal baladani, and the two countries, allazani, those who, or those two countries, kanu yazhabuna ilayhima litijarati huma shamu wal yamnu. The ones who they were going, kanu yazhabuna ilayhima, to both of them, litijarati for business, huma, both of them are ashamu, Syria, wal yamanu, and Yemen. So the explanation of this example is Ainal ismul mawsul, where is the ism mawsul? We know that allazani is ism mawsul. Ala maza tadullu, to what it indicates. Ala musanna, it indicates a musanna. Musanna means dual. Two things or two persons. Hal hiya lil muzakkir wal muannas, is that muzakkir or masculine or feminine? Hiya lil muzakkir fakat, this is only for masculine. Allazani is for masculine. Wa indana ism mawsulun akhir lil musanna al muannas huwa allatani. And if we have to use ism mawsul dual, which is for two feminine persons or things, then we use allatani. So allazani and allatani. Allazi singular masculine, allazani dual masculine. Allati singular feminine, and allatani dual feminine. Hal allazani wallatani muribani or mabniyani. So again, are these murib nouns or mabni nouns? Huma muribani bi irabil musanna. For dual, allati was mabni, but allazani and allatani, they are not mabni, they are murib. So that means they're gonna change. And we can see in these two examples that how they are changing. Huma allazani shariba, those two are huma, both of them, like huma, huwa, huma, huma, both of them are those who shariba, who drank. And now this is the example. Raitu, I saw, allazina, those who shariba, who drank. So here allazina is coming as a maf'ul bihi. So raitu is fail file and allazina is maf'ul bihi. So then for rafa form allazani, for nasab form is allazina. There is a typo here. It should be allazaini. Raitu allazaini shariba. So allazani, allazani is the rafa form and allazaini is the nasab or jar. This for nasab or jar, the word is same, allazaini. Takallamtu ma allazaini shariba. I spoke with those two who drank. So allazaini is coming as a ism majroor, because ma is ma allazina is like zarf mudaf alayh. So mudaf alayh has to be majroor. So this is the majroor. So we can see that they are not mabni, they are morib, and they change from rafa to nasab to jar. Allazani rafa form, allazaini and nasab form, and allazaini jar form. So allazaini is nasab and jar. and this is for masculine, and for feminine was Allah Tani, so it changes to Allah Taini, Allah Taini. Same example, so those huma, those were the masculine, and the same example is used for the feminine, two feminine. Huma allatani sharibata, those two are the feminines who drank. I saw the two feminines who drank. Takallamtu ma allataini sharibta, I spoke to the two feminine, or the two ladies, or the two girls, or whoever they are who drank. So basically this is the ism masul for dual, Allah Zani and Allah Tani, and those are morib. So the Allah Zani changes to Allah Zani Rafa to Allah Zaini Nasab, Allah Zaini Jar. Similarly, Allah Tani changes from Allah Tani to Rafa form to Nasab Allah Taini and Jar Allah Taini. Walakinna darasna annal ismul masul yakunu mabniyan, but we have studied that ism masul is mabni. Naam, yes. Walakinna haza fil mufrad, but that was for the mufrad, for the singular only. Amma al musanna, as far as musanna, fahuwa morabun, so that is morab bi irabil musanna. So for singular was mabni, and for dual is morab. So the dual form of ism masul is morab. It changes from rafa to nasab to jar. Now we discussed singular and the dual, Allazi, Allazani, or Allati, Allatani, and then Allatani or Allazani goes further down to nasab or jar, Allazaini, Allazaini, Allatani, Allatani, Allataini, Allataini. Now we gonna study Ismul Masul al Jama. What is Ism Masul for plural? Here are some examples. Kanal Arabu Hurasan Littujari. The Arabs were guards, the security guard. They were the guards Littujari, for the traders. Allazina, which traders? Allazina, those who Yaburuna Sahara, who were crossing the desert. So in the past, in the beginning, Arabs were the guards for the business people, for the traders who were crossing the deserts. So Allah, this is Allah Zina. This is difference between Allah Zaini and Allah Zina. Allah Zaini is the nasab or jar form for dual. Allah Zina is the plural for, is the Ismul Masul al Jama. This is the plural form. Similarly, for the plural feminine is Allati. One Nasau, and the women Allati, those who Tarakna Sahara, who left the desert. Zalalnal Yaskunnal Kamar, they were kept on mentioning the moon. They were kept on remembering the moon, mentioning the moon, because the moon of the desert was different than the moon of the cities where they moved to. So here Allati is referring to the women, and this is for plural. Allazina is for plural for masculine. So now we can see that Allazi was singular. Allazi for dual is Allazani, and the plural is Allazina. Similarly for feminine Allati and Allatani, and then Allati. Fil Masalaini, in these two examples, Ainal Ismul Masul, where is Ismul Masul? Ism Masul is Allazina or Allati. So these two are Ismul Masul for the masculine and feminine. Hal alamaza yadullu kullu ism, to what these two is this ism, both these ism indicate. Allazina yadullu ala jama al muzakkar. So Allazina indicates the masculine plural, and Allati yadullu ala jama muannas, and Allati indicates the feminine plural. In other words, this one, it goes back to this, and allazina goes back to the traders. Hal huma morabani or mabniyani. So we said that the singular was mabni, they don't change with in the rafa nasab jarf states. And then we said that duals were morebani, they change, Allah zani, Allah zaini, Allah zaini, Allah tani, Allah taini, Allah taini. But the Allah zina, they don't change, so they also mabniyani. So the both of them are mabniyani. Maza nafam min haza, what we understand from this? Ismul Mosul, Ism Mosul, Mabniun fil Mufrad wal Jama is Mabni for Mufrad and Jama, both Muzakkar and Muannas, and Morab fil Musanna, both Muzakkar and Muannas. So Ism Mosul is Mabni for Mufrad and Jama, Allazi, Allati, Allazina, Allati, and Morab fil Musanna for Muzakkar and Muannas, Allazani and Allatani. For those two are morab. Sillatul Masul. What is Sillatul Masul? Darasna annal isma al masul. So we have studied the ism masul, which is the ism, which is the noun yadullu ala shakhsin aw shay'in, which indicates, which goes back to or refers to the person or a thing. La nafamu ma'nahu. This is the same description we have studied above. We don't understand its meaning with the only jumlatin ba'dahu. We don't understand the meaning of ism masul without the sentence that comes after. Yarbitu baina hazil jumlati wa hazal ism. And this ism masul is the connection between this sentence that coming after and the person or thing that it is referring to. So this we have already studied. Walakin, but maza an jumlati allati takunu bada ismul masul. What is the sentence that's coming after ism masul? So in other words, we studied that this is ism masul for singular masculine. This refers to engineer, and then it connects this to this jumla. So this jumla is called sillatul masul. So this is sillatul masul. So ba'da ism masul. So ismuha fil lughat al arabiyya, in Arabic language this is called sillatul masul or jumla silla or sillatul masul. Wala mahalli laha min al arab, and it has no place in the Arab. So whenever we write sillatul masul, like just like we say mubtada marfuun walamatul rafiya dhamma, mubtada has to be marfu, or khabar marfu walamatul rafiya dhamma. For sillatul masul, there is no such description, that it has no place in the Arab. This does not have any description in the Arab. Wa hal hiya jumlatun ismiya or fi'liya. So sillatul masul or jumla silla, can it be jumla ismiya? I mean, is it a jumla ismiya or fi'liya? Takunu jumla ismiya or takunu jumla, it can be jumla ismiya or can be jumla fi'liya. Fanakulu, so here is an example. Raitu, I saw a rajula, I saw the man, allazi, the one who, yashrabu, the one who drinks. So here allazi is ism masul and yashrabu is the jumla silla or sillatul masul, and here is jumla coming as a jumla fi'liya. Or if we say that raitu ar-rajulu allazi abuhu tabibun, I saw the man, the one who whose dad is a doctor. So now allazi is ism masul and is referring to the man which I saw and whose dad is a doctor. So abuhu tabibun is a jumla silla or sillatul masul, and this is a jumla ismiya. So in other words, this can come as jumla ismiya or jumla fi'liya. Both possibilities are there. So here are some examples here. Zalanna yaskurna al-kamara allazi ghanna lahu shurau. So zalalna, they kept on mentioning the moon. Allazi, so allazi now referring to the moon. So they kept on remembering the moon, the one who ghanna lahu shorau, that the poets they sang about it. So they kept on mentioning that moon, the moon of the desert, that the poets were singing in their poems. So and then minhum al muhandisu allazi yabna al buyut, among them is the engineer, the one who built the yabnil buyut, who built the houses. So bana yabni is the verb. So yabni is fi'l mudare, is the one who built the houses. So what is in these two examples? Fil masali awwali, in the first example, ma damiru who. So what is this who here? Fi jumlati silla, in the so this is jumla sillatul masul jumla, which is coming after allazi. And what is who here? Fi jumla ghanna lahu ashura, in this jumla. Huwa damirun yaudu ala ismul mausul, ismu damirul rabt. So this who, it refers to the allazi and is called damirul rabt. So in Arabic language it called damirul rabt. Hal daiman yakunu fi jumlatin sillati damir rabt, is it always in jumla silla or in sillatul masul? I mean, the question is, should there always be damirul rabt in sillatul masul? The answer is laysa daiman, not always. Walakinna jumla silla allati laysa biha damirul rabt qalilatan, but the sentence, the jumla silla or sillatul masul without that damir rabt, without that the damir rabt is very few. Qalilatun jiddan, very few. Fil lugat al arabi, in the Arabic language they are very few. So in other words, mostly there should be a damir rabt. Okay, walakin aina damirul rabt fi jumlati silla fi misal sani yabnil buyut. So where is the jumla, where is the zamir rabt in the second example, which is this allazi yabnil buyut? So this is jumla silla or sillatul masul. Where is the damir rabt? Because we don't see any attached pronoun here. Huwa damirun mustatirun, this is hidden here, is hidden under this verb yabni. He, the one who goes to allazi, the one who built the who makes the houses, is the one is going to the allazi who is engineer. So is there but is hidden, is mustatir. Maza nafhamu min kulli haza, what we understand from all this? Ismul mausul huwa ismun marifatun yudullu ala shakhsin aw shay'in. Ism mausul is the ism or a noun, marifa proper, yadullu ala shakhsin, which indicates on the person or refers to the person or a thing. Wala nafhamu manahu biduni jumlati badahu, and we don't understand its meaning without the sentence coming after, which is called sillatul masul. Wa huwa yarbitu baina hazal ismu wa hazil jumla, and this connects or bridges hazal ism, the ism masul actually is bridging that ism shakhsun or shayun wa hazil jumla with the sentence that coming after. I have already explained that allazi is actually a connecting to, like in this case, this one kamara is this allazi going back to kamara and is connecting kamar with this the sentence that is coming after. Here muhandis, this allazi is connecting the engineer with the sentence that is coming after. So is a kind of a yarb, this kind of makes a connection. So we have studied those kind of asmaul mawsula, allazi, allati, allazani, allatani, allazina, allati. So those two are for singular. Allazi is for singular feminine and is mabni. Allati is singular. Allazi is singular masculine and is mabni. Allati is singular feminine and is mabni. Allazina is for plural masculine and is mabni. Allati is plural feminine and is mabni. So those four are mabni. The further dual is allazani for masculine dual and is morab and is not mabni, is morab. Allatani is for dual feminine and is morab. So these two are morab and they changed in the rafa nasab jar state, both of them, so they are morab. Allazani, allazaini, allazaini, allatani, allataini, allataini. This is how they change. Al-jumla allati takunu badal ismul mawsul ismuha jumla silla or sillatul mawsul, and the sentence that comes after this ism mawsul, like I said, this sentence is called jumla silla, or sillatul mawsul. La mahalle laha min al-arab, it has no place in Arab. Adatan yakunu fi jumla silla damir yaudu ala ismul mawsul ismuhu damir rabat. Normally in the jumla silla there is a pronoun which refers to the ismul mawsul and its name is damir rabt. Like in this example, this is damir rabt. Who is damir rabt, which is referring to, going back to allazi. And in this example, damir rabt is mustatir, is damir mustatir, is hidden. So that was all about ismul mawsul, the relative noun. So here now we have some examples of the i'rab. Kana al-arabu ruwatan lil aghnami. The Arabs were the shepherds. So here we can see that Kana and then al-arabu ruwatun lil aghnami. So what is this sentence? Tarkibul jumla. This is jumla ismiya and is mansukhatun bi fi'l nasih. This is the fi'l nasikh, Kana, and is coming on a jumla ismiya. So basically it's jumla ismiya and fi'l nasikh is Kana, and al-arabu is ismu Kana and ruwa'atan is khabru Kana, and ismu Kana is marfu, khabru Kana is mansub, and lil aghnami is jarun majrurun shibu jumla. So if we have to put i'rab there, then Kana we can define it. This is how we're going to put i'rab. Kana is fi'lu madin nasikhun. Kana is fi'lu madin nasikhun mabni ala fathi. It has a fatah. Al-arabu is ismu Kana marfuun walamatu rafi ad-damma. Ismu Kana marfuun walamatu rafi ad-damma. Ruwatan khabru Kana mansubun walamatu nasbi al-fatah. This is khabru Kana mansubun walamatu nasbi al-fatah, and lil aghnami is jarun wa majrurun. So li is harfu jarrin mabniyun, li harfu jar, and aghnami ism majrur ba'da lam walamatul jarri al-kasra. So this is lil aghnami is jarun majrurun. Here is another example. Asbaha najjaran, he became a carpenter. So now before it was Kana, now is Asbaha, so which is the sister of Kana. So again is jumla ismiya and is mansukhatun bi fi'l nasikh. Jumla ismiya which is mansukh because of the fi'l nasikh, and fi'l nasikh is Asbaha, and ismu Asbaha is mustatir, hidden here, huwa, and khabru Asbaha is najjaran and is marfu. So the i'rab or asbaha is fi'lu madin nasikhun mabni ala fathi, it has a fatah, and ismu asbaha is mustatir. Ismu asbaha damirun mustatirun takdiruhu huwa, and najjaran is khabru asbaha mansubun walamatun nasbi al fatah. Okay, we take another example here. Zalalna yazkurnal kamara. uh, they kept on remembering or mentioning the moon. So again, Zalalna is Zalla is actually Zalla, which is the sister of Kana. So again is Failun Nasikh Zalla, and is coming on Jumla Ismiya Mansukhatun bi Failun Nasikh. So is Mansukh by Fail Nasikh, and Noon is Ismu Zalla. This is the Nunu Niswa, and and this sentence Yazkurnal Kamara is Khabru Zalla, which is Jumla Failure. So in Jumla Failure, this Yazkurnal Kamara, Yazkuru is fail, Noon is the file, Al Kamara is Maful Bihi, is mentioned here. So I'rab Zallalna, Zalla is Failun Madin Nasikhun, Mabni ala Sukun, it has a Sukun on the second line, and Nunu Niswa is Damirun Mabni ala Sukun fi mahalli rafin Ismu Zalla. So Noon is Ismu Zalla. Yazkuru is again, this is the Zakara Yazkuru is Failun Mudariun. In Yazkurna is Failun Mudariun Mabni ala Sukun, it has a Sukun here before Noon. Fi mahalli rafin Fail Mudari, and Noon is Damirun Mabni, again is Mabni alal Na is Mabni alal Fathi fi mahalli rafin file. So this is the file. Noon is the file. Al Kamra Maful Bihi Mansubun Walamatun Nasbi al Fatah. In Al Jumra Failure Yaskun al Kamra fi mahalli Nasbin Khabru Zalla. So in other words, Zallalna is fail file. This is the Zalla is Failu Madin Nasikhun, and Mabni ala Sukun has a Sukun, and Noon is the Damir file fi mahalli rafin. In this sentence, Yazkurnal Kamra, Yazkuru is Failun Mudariun Marfun Ulamad, Yazkurna Failun Mudariun Failun Mudariun Marfun, and Failun Mudariun Mabniun is for Yazkurna is the Mabni, those two are Hunna and Antunna, those are Mabni. Failun Mudariun Mabniun ala Sukun because of Sukun, and Noon is the again Nunu Niswa is fail file, Al Kamra is Maful Bihi Mansubun wa Lamun Nasbi al Fatah. So this is what is mentioned here. And Zallalna, Noon is the Ismu Zalla, and this whole sentence is coming as a Jumla Failure, coming as a Khabru Zalla. One last example, Minhum al Muhandisu allazi yabnil buyuta. Among them is the engineer, the one who builds the houses. So this is Jumla Ismiya. Al Mubtada is Muhandisu al Mubtada, Minhum, and is Mubtada Muakhar, and Minhum is Jarun Majrurun, Shibu Jumla, Khabar Muqaddam, and allazi is coming as a Sifa for Muhandisu. Sanadrusuha aksara ba'da zalik, we will study more about it later. And this Ism Mausul allazi and Yabnil Buyuta, and this Jumla is Silatul Mausul. And in the Jumla Silatul Mausul, this Bana Yabni, this is the Jumla Fail Mudare. So this is the fail, and there is no file here, so the file is hidden here, Huwa. So the file is the Mirun Mustatirun, Taqdiru Huwa, and Al Buyuta is Maful Bihi. So how we can put I'rab on this sentence? So Minhum is, Min is Harfuf Jarrin, Mabni ala Sukun, Min has a Sukun here, and Hum is the Mirun is attached pronoun, the Mirun Muttasilun, Mabni ala Sukun has a Sukun, Fi Mahalli Jarrin Bada Min. So Hum is Ism Majrur, and Minhum combined is Shibu Jumla Fi Mahalli Rafin Khabar Muqaddam. So Minhum is Khabar Muqaddam. Minhum is Khabar Muqaddam and is Mubtada Muakhar. Al Muhandisu Mubtada Muakharun Marfun Walamatu Rafi Damma has a Damma. Now Allazi is Ism Mausulun Mabniun ala Sukun fi mahalli rafin sifa, allazi is ism masul mabni, and this is because singular masculine which are mabni, so this is mabni. Allah sukoon has a sukoon which is not written. Fi mahalli rafin sifa, and is fi mahalli rafin because al muhandisu is marfu, so this has to be marfu because this is coming as a sifa for al muhandisu. Bana yabni, yabni is failun mudariun marfoon, is actually bana yabniyu, u is not written, so alamatul rafi ad-dammatul muqaddara, but there is an estimated damma here. And file is mustatir, al filu damirun mustatirun taqdir huwa, and it is for huwa. Al buyuta is maful bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al fata, and al buyuta is maful bihi mansubun walamatul nasbi al fata. And the jumla fi'liya yabnil buyuta is silatul masul la mahalli laha min al arab, which has no place in the arab. That is enough for today. I'm gonna stop it here. We start this lesson al amalu in the next session inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.